Good afternoon and welcome to Socialbuzz e-learning next session. This time we're going to talk to you about which is the best social media platform suited for your business. So let me ask you a few questions. Are you a new business owner or are you trying to transform your business from one segment to another? Are you already doing some offline marketing or are you looking for the most economical way of marketing your business? Are you, as a business owner, aiming to tie up with companies or are you trying to retain some customers? These are the essential questions you need to answer to yourself before we move to the next section. So whenever a business owner wants to have a new business venture or wants to transform the business, there are a few questions that come to the mind. First of all, which is the best business segment to go for? Which is the cheapest? Generally, when we talk about the most economical segment of business to go for in marketing, generally people have the same answer: digital marketing. When digital comes to the mind, the first thing that comes to the mind is website. Website you need to have, whether you are looking out for a new business or retaining some old business. When it comes to social media channels, there are a few social media channels that would come to your mind as soon as I say social media. First would obviously be Facebook. Now let's share some interesting insights about Facebook. Did you know that Facebook has almost 2.4 billion monthly active users all over the world? Like in a world of 7.7 billion people, Facebook has 2.4 billion active users. Out of that, India has 2.260 million active users per month. In a population of 1.3 billion, there are 260 million on Facebook in India. Twitter has almost 330 monthly active social media users on the network, out of which 63% of them are 35 to 65 years of age. Now again, when we talk about the age group, remember the cohorts, generation cohorts. 35 to 65 would mean the generation of millennials like me and you, as well as people who are the Gen X, right? Gen X as well as baby boomers. They are the ones who are frequenting the Twitter app the most. 63%. 66% of the Twitter users are male. So you can say it's a male-dominated platform. Now, average usage of Twitter is 3.39 minutes. That seems like a very small number, but actually, if you look at the digital screen, how small it is, and the cell padding that it has, spending 3.39 minutes on a platform is actually a big number. That's why Twitter is important for many businesses. Now comes the real stat: 67% of the businesses use Twitter when they are looking out for a digital marketing strategy aimed at acquiring more business owners on board. So it is being used widely for B2B marketing strategy. Now let's come to the next, the fastest growing social media channel on the planet, Instagram. Instagram has 1 billion monthly active users on its platform. That's a smaller number than Facebook, yet it is the fastest growing social media platform. Instagram has almost 5 lakh influencers on it. This is why when brands look for influencer marketing activity, Instagram is an integral part of that activity, because there are loads and loads of influencers on that. Again, we have a lot of categories of influencers, but influencers as a broad term, I would say there are 5 lakh influencers. US has the maximum number of Instagram users, then comes India, and then comes Brazil. 56% of the users on Instagram are females. So as opposed to Twitter, which was male dominated, Instagram is a little bit more on the fairer sex. It's dominated by the fairer sex. 30% of the users on Instagram are in the age group of 18 to 24, which is Gen Z, right? Gen Z and Gen Y, millennials. 35% is 26 to 34, which is entirely millennials. So it is a platform that is dominated by millennials as well as Gen Z. Now, when you are supposed to make a decision which social media platform should you concentrate your efforts on, there are a few things that you need to think about. If you are a restaurant owner, or if you are a food blogger, or if you are somebody who provides meditation or spirituality in the spirituality and wellness sector. Twitter might be a good platform, but a better platform for you would be Facebook and Instagram. You know why? People are looking at food pictures more. People are looking at pizza pictures more. People are doing a lot of Instagram live for a workout, for a session, meditation session. However, if you are a manufacturing unit and you are dependent on talking to the procurement management or manager of a company, or you want to talk to the CFO person of a company. If, for example, you are a accountant firm, then you might want to have end consumers as your client base, but a better and more profitable and more revenue generating prospect for you would be acquiring businesses. So your efforts would be more targeted towards acquiring more businesses and talking to the CFOs of some companies. Similarly, now if you are an e-commerce brand and you are selling good fabric of garments and shoes and things like that, who should be your end consumer? Will it be a business owner or will it be an end consumer? Again, if it's your end consumer, then probably you should concentrate your efforts more towards Facebook and Instagram. And had you been a manufacturing unit owner, then probably Twitter and LinkedIn would have been the most important platform for you. So I hope that through this video and through this podcast, you're able to decipher how to segment your own product, how to segment your own services, the best and the most prospective buyer of your services or your product, and this will actually end up helping you finding out the best social media platform for your business in this journey. That's it from Social Buzz e-learning. That's me, Ambuj, signing out. Thank you.